answer, but are you concerned with, how I guess it appears how flat you guys have kind of played over the last couple of games in such a time where urgency and, good play is needed?
I didn't think we were flat tonight. I thought we came out pretty strong and got off to a good start. But what killed us was the rebounding. We obviously we have a size disadvantage, but that doesn't account for the 16 offensive boards they had. I thought at least 7 or 8 times we didn't box out. Somebody came in from the weak side, we didn't hit them, and they got an extra possession out of it. And when that happens, it's almost impossible to win. They got 9 more field goal attempts and 8 more free throws. So basically about 13 extra possessions, coming from mostly the rebounding differential. And you can't win that way. So not disappointed in the effort, but I'm disappointed in the lack of attention to detail in terms of rebounding the ball.
Does that signal to you a tired team?
No. It signals to me a modern team. This isn't the modern NBA. Guys don't box out. It's just the way it is. Every night on League Pass, I see the same thing. Players let guys come in from the weak side, and they think, I'll just get the rebound. It's a disease that's rampant in the NBA. Problem is, if you're a really small team like us, then it's going to hurt you more than it'll help other teams. Than it will hurt other teams.
Does this game feel like it comes with extra baggage because it happened in the shadow of the Mavs game?
I don't even know what that means, Kerr.
I'm saying a game like this after a blowout loss to the Mavs, if this would have been an ordinary, like you win some, you lose some game, maybe at a different part in the regular season, but does it feel like it's kind of a culmination of things?
No, you know what? I thought we came out ready to play. I thought we got beat by a team that is hot right now, that's playing at a really high level, that did more good things than we did, particularly in terms of extra possessions, getting loose balls, getting rebounds. I thought they played better than we did, frankly. But I thought we were focused. We weren't good enough tonight.
Is it easier to take when the three-point shooting is coming from guys that you kind of don't mind having them shoot those shots?
No.
I mean, you weren't hurt by their big scores for the most part. It was the other guys.
Yeah, I mean, Rubio getting 26 obviously is a surprise. He's not that kind of scorer, but he's obviously capable, and he had a great game tonight. So I give him really a lot of credit. 6 assists, no turnovers. His defense was great. So Rubio had a hell of a game, and then Edwards really kind of took over the fourth. So more than anything, I give them credit. But I told our team if we boxed out, we very easily could have won that game, and we didn't box out.
You just touched on, the other guys on Minnesota getting going. You mentioned offensive rebounding, and before the game, you said this needed to be the best defensive game of the season. How would you grade the defense tonight?
Other than the not boxing out, I thought we played pretty well defensively. We held them to 46% shooting. I thought we forced some difficult shots, but part of defense is finishing the possession with a rebound or with a loose ball. So we did not do that, and so it was not a great defensive night.
All right, you just heard from Steve Kerr. The Warriors drop another one here, and they are now 31-32 on the season. A game under 500 was to be. Water here. I don't know if I'm relieved about Trey Lance, the water, or not having Mac Jones.
100% relief. Because, I checked in with my man, Big Bad Brad Johnson.
Okay.
Super Bowl quarterback from Tampa Bay. A+. He says he's going to have a great career here in San Francisco. So Brad Johnson gives the seal of approval. If it's good enough for him, it's good enough for me.
You happy about that?
I think it's a good pick for y'all.
Cowboys fan?
Who we pick?
Who knows? Who cares?
Who
cares? Who cares? Don't forget, later on, we're going to play a snippet of Andrew Bogut on the Dubs Talk podcast with Grant Liffman and Kendra Andrews. He talked about the missing piece for the Golden State Warriors, possibly next year when Klay Thompson does return to the lineup here. And of course, James Wiseman will be back. But who is that missing piece for the Golden State Warriors? We shall see about that as we talk about Draymond Green right now. Draymond Green going against Karl Anthony Towns, and wasn't the best Draymond Green game, but I like the aggressiveness. 5 of 6 from the floor, 11 points, with 5 assists and 5 rebounds. He had his hands full, Darrell, with Karl Anthony Towns.
Draymond did a great job. Him and Looney did a great job taking turns on Cat. Like we said pregame, he's a workhorse down there, and he got him frustrated, got a tech and everything. So I thought he did a great job of being super aggressive against him.
I thought it was a really good game by Draymond Green. His aggressiveness defensively, he and Kevon Looney, I thought defensively, just like they played Joel Embiid and Jokic. Yes, Karl Anthony Towns got his numbers, but he was a volume scorer. He had to shoot many times, 6 of 18 to get 22.1 one-on-one very well. And I thought the team did a good job, but ultimately it was the three-point line that cost the Warriors this game. 20 for 40 for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And most of that damage really was Ricky Rubio.
Right.
Yeah.
Hernan Gomez.
Juancho Herman Gomez.
Juancho Hernan Gomez with 3 threes there, 9 points. He had hit back-to-back threes in that first quarter to give Minnesota a 10-point lead there. But also it felt like, Darrell, this was one of those games where they really missed the size of James Wiseman.
Yes.
I'm not saying that James Wiseman would have won this game for the Golden State Warriors, but Minnesota just beat them up on the boards. And you get a guy like Naz Reid coming off the bench with energy. Then you got Vanderbilt coming off the bench with energy. Then you got McDaniels and Okogie and Karl Anthony Towns. They missed the size tonight. This was one where small ball didn't necessarily work against this bigger Minnesota team.
Yeah, and you mentioned all those names. The first thing that comes is just the athleticism they all bring. Just being athletic. You see how they crash the boards, getting 16 offensive rebounds. That's big time. So those guys are relentless on the glass, and then on the defensive end, they use their length well. So I thought the athleticism was a big difference tonight.
Yeah, Minnesota used 5 guys off the bench. They all had double-figure minutes. And bringing in fresh bodies and physical, athletic, young, I think at this point in the season, they're trying to, show their coach that they're players that they want to move forward with.
Yes.
With Karl Anthony Towns, D'Angelo Russell, and Anthony Edwards. Those other guys are trying to prove themselves to the organization.
When we talk about the winning ways of the Minnesota Timberwolves when D'Lo and Karl Anthony Towns play together, guess what? They're on a 4-game winning streak.
10-6?
Bully, that is the longest in the NBA right now.
Really?
10-6.
Okay, so they are the big 3.
They are the big. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. As we look at the scoreboard here, Steph Curry, we know about him scoring 37 points. But what else, Gabe? It was the 3-point line for the Minnesota Timberwolves, plus the rebounds. Let's hear from Steve Kerr, who's standing by.
Hey, Steve.